The Upstate Golf Guys podcast is brought to you by GOLFWEEK Amateur Tour, New York to Upstate, a national tour for all golfers and skill sets in its 31st year. We represent the New York Upstate region, and to join, visit amateurgolftour.net and click Join Now for the best amateur golf tour in the country. David Calise, with his beautiful home for rent in Saratoga Springs. This mansion is located on Airbnb. What a way to enjoy Saratoga with family and or friends on a vacation to golf, go to the horse track, or relax in this beautiful home. For more information, go online to Airbnb/H/mansion in Saratoga Springs for information. Northeastern Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Voted #1 insurance agency in the Capital Region in 2024 by the Times Union. For any insurance needs, call Jared at 518-956-3753. The Bunker Indoor Golf, located in over 7 locations across the Capital Region and host of our GOLFWEEK Am Tour Winter League on Saturday mornings. From golfing on their state-of-the-art simulators or having a delicious meal with your friends or family, come on down and visit one of the Bunker locations. Visit them online, getinthebunker.golf. For more information of the Upstate Golf Guys podcast and their partners, visit upstategolfguys.com.
Welcome back to another episode of the Upstate Golf Guys podcast. This is part 2 of episode 55 because we left a lot on the table last night, guys. We have a lot to talk about still. Raj, I know you are halfway through the podcast, this Sean Ryan podcast with Sam SHOEMATE. We got into it a little bit last night with that Matt Livelsberger, the guy out there in Vegas, and that blew up the Cybertruck. There's just so much going on. Florida Mike, we'll fill you in a little bit. I know you didn't get to watch this podcast, but it's wild, dude, what's going on. But we kind of ended the episode talking about that last night. And that's basically all I want to talk about in this episode. Shit's crazy, man.
Know what I like about Sean Ryan too is he's not afraid to drop people's names. Like right. he was like he had to redact like 2 names out of the information he got, but other than that, he was name dropping everybody.
Yeah, these guys, and they're not fooling around. They're not fooling around. No. If you watch what's happening right now, it's really scary. I almost don't know if I want to drop these episodes because our lives at risk, Raj. They're gonna come whack us.
Yeah,
we're at the bottom of the totem pole, brother. Trust me.
Not yet, pal.
So the story is, if nobody's seen the podcast yet, or a little bit of us talking about it, is he was a whistleblower. He had some intel on what the government was doing. He knew about the drones and what was happening with the drones. And he was basically getting threatened, and he reached out to as many people as he could, and Sean Ryan being one of them, and this Sam SHOEMATE being one of them. And he really wanted to tell his story before they fucking killed him. And he literally, Sam SHOEMATE, after reading the email December 31st, he said to his wife, "Well, we'll know if this guy's real if he shows up dead." And
literally.
He literally said that. It's no joke. So there's a lot going on. We had the terror attack in New Orleans, basically right around the same time, the same day. They both were military guys. They both went to Afghanistan. They both rented the car from the same rental company, I believe.
Yep.
So, and then yet there is
who owns that rental company?
Not sure, but they're saying, Florida Mike, that there is nothing tied in with these guys, even though they are both military guys, both went to the same military base, both fought in Afghanistan. I'm just not buying that. Are you, Raj? That they're not tied in? I don't know.
There's always a connection somewhere, dude. There's always a connection somewhere.
There has
Always,
to be.
always.
I mean,
Absolutely, always.
I don't know, dude. I really don't. It's scary. I played what that Sarah Adams said. She basically said that there's at least 1,500 Taliban in here that's going to be planning attacks in 2025.
Real quick, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off before I forget, because it's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
at the range today, a special forces underwater operator was in today, and he's retired, 18 years. And he was talking about Sarah Adams, and he said, believe it. He goes, I wouldn't doubt it. He goes, the things I've seen, he goes, I can't talk about it. He goes, but I wouldn't doubt it. He goes, someone pissed her off in the CIA, and now she's out for heads.
Yeah, she's just spilling it. She's spilling it all. And she's not doing it just to fucking get follows or get
What did I say yesterday? I said someone did her dirty and pissed her off, and she's willing to exploit them. That's the only way someone like that comes out with this type of shit.
I just hope somebody's protecting these people, and because we need them right now. We need them.
They're protecting themselves, bro.
Oh, Sarah Adams, if she is like what people say she is, like she's a badass.
Yeah, she's
right?
awesome.
Work for the CIA, you know, like you don't get where you get to know that kind of classified information if you're not a badass.
Dude, Sean Ryan said he might go into hiding after this episode for like a couple months. Legit.
He said he was nervous coming out with the episode.
Yeah, dude. It was fucking real deal shit. They're working with the FBI right now. They're working with the FBI, but how funny is it, Raj, that the FBI didn't know what VBID meant?
Yeah, I didn't know. But
Well,
I mean, I shouldn't.
No, exactly. I didn't know what it was either, but the FBI should fucking know.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they know everything, right?
Was it vehicle bomb? What does it mean? Something.
I forget.
The B stands for bomb. Vehicle bomb.
I forget. So I'm looking at Reddit right now. It says for those who watch the latest, the newest Sean Ryan podcast with Sam SHOEMATE. What are your thoughts? Do you think Matt Leibelsberger is still alive? If not, do you think he was killed, then put in the Tesla? Because that's the other thing. They said he was shot before he was put in the Tesla.
Didn't I hear also that like the DNA didn't match his son or something like that?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I definitely think 100% he was killed first and then put in the truck.
That's what
you can have it driven remotely, no problem, from anywhere.
Absolutely.
As long as you got a Starlink satellite.
Okay, it's funny you say that because the first thing is that pops up. I don't know if he is dead or alive. I don't know if he was shot before thrown into the driver's seat, but I am a little disappointed that both Sean and Sam swallowed this defense affairs officer's suggestion without pushback that DNA confirmed that he was not the father of his son. This event happened 4 days ago, and the Defense Department had DNA analysis on this guy, and his son is in less than 2 days. I'm calling bullshit. The 2 points in this guy's communication are cover up of bombing in Afghanistan, which is entirely plausible. And then let's see, I can't get the whole.
While you're looking at that, Rod, while you're looking at that VBID, it's VBIED, and B is not stand for bomb. I was wrong. It stands for vehicle borne improvised implosive device. So that's what he was saying. He was warning everybody about the VBID, and FBI did not know what that acronym meant.
Didn't he leave like a note too that said like our government's weak and this and that?
It's crazy, dude.
Pretty sure there was a note, which is weird. Like, how would that survive the blast? But here, I don't know, man. What do you like? He's trying to start a civil war. I mean, do you profit off of that?
No.
Or a revolution, maybe?
No.
Do you profit off of that?
Then it comes to the immigrant riots that I was talking about. Once before Trump gets power, they have all these migrants already in place in this country. They don't want to get kicked out of here. So this starts all hell breaking loose.
Well, what if the migrants team up with these 1,500 terrorists?
That's what I'm saying. These terrorists they're here, bro. The terrorists are already here. They've been crossing the border.
Yeah, Biden let them through the border.
They're here. What do you
I
think now? What do you think them drones are doing?
Like,
What are they?
did
What
you
are those
see?
drones really sniffing out?
I don't have my tablet; it's charging. But there was a video. I want to say probably like I don't know, year and a half ago. It was an ISIS member. He was very like important. He was in prison. They let him out, and then he crossed the border in the U.S. and made a video of him in the U.S. And he
Yep.
said, "You're not going to be able to find me. We're going to attack when it's right." Like,
I remember.
And
there's subliminal messages, in my opinion. But
let's be
like,
real. Our guard has been down the last 3 years because of this fucking knucklehead that's been in office. I mean, it pisses me off. It really does, guys. It really pisses me off because I mean, everyone. The main reason I voted for Trump was for the protection and safety of my family, and I tell everybody that. I say right now our country is on a bad road. If you don't see it, I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care if you feel bad. I don't feel bad anymore. Listen, people are getting pushed in subways. You can't go to New York City without getting pushed in the train, set on fire, fucking punched in the face by just some stranger running by you. I read the newspapers every day, dude, and it's not safe out there. It's not. Whether it's the criminals that are bail and release, that's a law here in New York State that is fucking dumb. I mean, I just read it. I read it every day, Roger, in the Post. This guy's been in jail 12 times, and it's his 13th time fucking literally, harassing people. Like they just
Shoving people in front of trains and shit.
They do, yeah, and they've been in jail. Leave them locked up. You have to start setting examples. Like, I don't understand.
Biden just gave a medal to that Jose Suarez guy or whatever, the guy
He
who
just
knows
gave-
one of the assassins on that tried to kill Trump. He knows him, like they're friends, pictures and everything.
He just gave presidential awards to Hillary Clinton and George Soros. Enough said,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
He gave George Soros what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, and he took like 30 people off of death row.
I knew that. The bomber from Boston.
The 9/11 bombers, dude. The 9/11 bombers aren't on death row anymore, bro. Like, wild shit, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
So, and like going to Biden and like what's going on with immigration, and there being so many, what do they say, 1,500 terrorists, right? Obviously, they've been here for years because they got to plan it. So, who's not to say Biden did this on purpose?
Could have.
Who says that it's even like, and it's because we know the CIA they mask changing techniques, face changing techniques, and we've seen pictures of Biden's got the real loose neck on the side. Who's to say he wasn't even Biden? Some people say he's been dead for years.
I love that theory. It's so funny. I mean,
it is funny, but anything's possible.
Oh, I already know, dude. I know this.
Yo, what's that guy's name on the podcast? What Sean Ryan Sam? What?
Sam SHOEMATE. SHOEMATE. He's just got a ton of intel as well. He really does. Yeah,
I'm just looking up Reddit comments, dude. It's kind of interesting what people think.
Talking about though, Trump. Did you guys see that the judge is ordering him to show up for the sentencing? Did you guys see that?
He is ordered.
He was ordered to show up for the sentencing of the. I don't know if it's the hush money. No, it's not the hush money case. That one already got dropped. I don't even know what fucking one it is anymore. There were so many of them. I have no idea, but it's the judge wants him to like. Does he want a job like when he's in charge? It's ridiculous. I don't know.
Crazy.
People are still
trying. You got to pull out all the stops. You got to pull all the stops out. They're playing chess, and we're just watching.
No, I know, man. What do you got?
Whatever happens is like a huge detriment to like how we live the next 4 years.
No doubt.
Yo, so Tim Kennedy's the one who reached out to Sean Ryan. And I don't know if you guys know who Tim Kennedy is. Tim Kennedy's a very popular Navy SEAL, Green Beret. He's always he's good friends with Joe Rogan. Him and Joe Rogan go hunting.
Oh yeah. He's the older guy with the gray beard.
No, he's still active. Kennedy's I think he even fought in the UFC, dude, back in the day.
Okay.
Tim Kennedy's no joke, dude. Like, he's a real badass, man. And for him to get involved in this, to reach out to Sean Ryan and like to Sean Ryan to expose his name, which is I was kind of shocked about. But he's a very high up Navy SEAL and Green Beret, so he knows what's going on, man. So
no, I know. That's why I mean these guys aren't.
There's a lot of legitimacy to this email.
Yes, that's why I was saying these guys aren't just joking around and doing it for clicks. They're not. They are not. They're trying to protect the American people of just telling us to open our eyes, telling us to fucking wake up, because they haven't been telling us the truth, regardless of what it is. It's insane, dude. It makes me mad.
Can you imagine just living in one huge simulation and it just one day crashes? Like everything you thought you knew, you don't. Everything around you changes. That'd be crazy.
Here's a point someone makes on Reddit. You know, if they're calling him a schizophrenic and bipolar or whatever, he probably wouldn't. If he was, they're not going to give, you know, the test they put people through. They're not going to give someone the type of clearance he had. Like, he had like top clearance within the government. So, like, that's another thing. Like, I don't know. They can use all this excuses of shit of, you know, mental illness, but you're giving them, just shows how bad our government is giving clearance to people with the mental illness then to go do these fucking things.
Yeah. I just need all my listeners to go listen to this podcast. It's literally on YouTube. Everybody can do it.
For now.
Sean, for now, you're right.
Yeah, for now.
I can take it down. Maybe I should release this episode like ASAP. But no, Sean Ryan,
no, I'm saying the Sean Ryan one.
That's what I mean. Exactly. Yeah. You know, it might get taken down. I know this. I don't know, guys. But let's go. What do you guys think? I want to change the subject a little bit. Let's change it up. We got a new regime coming in, and one of the guys being RFK. I've become a fan of him.
Yeah,
I really have. Do you think he's gonna really do what he's saying and fix the food and
needs to fix his voice box first, man?
He's tough to
I
listen
agree.
to. Yeah, that's
he's
another
so hard. He's very intelligent and knows his shit, but I can't fucking listen to him. He sounds like he's smoking 40 Marlboros, heavy. Hey, you know, like, we got to do these things and we got to do them good in the country. Get the red dye 40 out, and then I shot a bear on the side of the road. But you know that story, right? Where he shot the bear on the side of the road. You guys see that?
They dragged him into Central Park.
And then on the fucking Henry Hudson Parkway. Get the fuck out of here. What's this guy doing?
Yo, I have to tell you though, he's fucking ripped for a 70-year-old man. I mean, listen, I'm gonna follow his food. I'm gonna follow his food regimen, whatever he's eating, and his workout schedule, because he looks damn good compared to half the people that's in office right now.
Dude, I got a guest coming on the podcast, bro, that speaking of new year, new me, if you're fucking looking to get on a diet and shit, you would actually be interested in. It's like a cannabis fucking nutrition thing.
Really?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm talking to her Monday. I'm interested about it.
All right.
Yeah, they cook. You're talking about you get real meals, but it's infused with marijuana.
Some of it, yeah, but also like the shirt, like, I don't know. Like, I was looking into her page, and it's also like certain strands give you a different sense of an appetite or like not to eat kind of thing, or this and that. And she's like breaking it all down. So we'll see what happens. So
I've been putting that shit in my food for years.
Yeah,
and that's the Pitch
Pleasures of being a chef.
Pitch Pot and Puff podcast. So that'll be on next week, Raj?
I'll probably drop it on Thursday. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Give that a listen.
Now we're on this. I want another one on the schedule with RFK fiction shit. There's a lot of people that deny this. Florida Mike sees it every day down there. I know Florida has a big problem with it. I'm going to throw this video on. It's 30 seconds long, and then we're going to talk about it after.
This guy that just shot.
That is not it. I'm sorry, guys.
This fucking guy.
Somebody took a video. Finally, somebody took a video.
So RFK says he's stopping this. He knows it's happening. There's literally patents for it, government patents. We've seen the news stories. It's happening. It's
been happening.
Yes,
Been happening.
It's called weather modifications, and that's really what's been going on with, I think, a lot of the hurricanes the last couple of years, and some of these places that's never had these severe weather patterns.
Changing the snow looking like Dippin' Dots and shit.
So what they do is just give it a little boost, right, Mike? If I recall what the lady says, that it's the weather's already coming, and then they just kind of give it.
Yeah, they've got like so they use several things to make weather, right? So they use the HARP machines, they use the 5G towers. 5G towers are also, and they have them everywhere, right? So they give them little, like little bursts, and it directs. You like that? And it directs the weather where they want it to go. I mean, they've been doing it for years. If you see the hurricane patterns, HARP machine right off of Africa, that's where the hurricanes come from. They whip around. Oh, look, there's another one right over there in Mexico. Let's turn it this way, and then they directed it straight up. I mean,
all right, ready, guys? Ready, fact checkers? You want it? US dash 6315213 dash B1, a method for modifying weather by seeding rain clouds with a cross-linked aqueous polymer, whatever that is. And then another one, US 1338343, a patent for a process and a apparatus for producing artificial clouds, fogs, or mist. Fucking nice. Real fucking nice.
And you forgot about like the ones they do for climate change too.
Oh, that's one. Oh, there is more. US 3915379A, a method of controlling weather. US 3795662A, a weather modification process that uses condensation products of naphthalene, that sounds like it's healthy to breathe in, sulfonic acids, and aliphatic acids for furrow. Listen, I'm a golfer. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know what half these.
Yeah, and they have barium, aluminum, and other various metals that they spray throughout.
Hold on, wait. US 20100072297A1, a method for controlling hurricanes by raising the temperature in the eye and or the outflow. Holy shit. Other weather modifications techniques include silver iodide, which can reduce the size of hail produced during certain types of storms, solar geoengineering, a research program at Harvard, carbon capture technologies, a research program at Harvard. But like, this is just, I didn't realize there was this much, guys.
Oh yeah, so real quick, we're gonna put two and two together, right? So you just talked about the hurricanes, like controlling hurricanes by the eye. Do you remember every single time? I mean, maybe it's more so us down here, but on the news they talk about how the plane is going to go through the hurricane to measure the size of its eye, right? So then you just said that you got to go through the eye. So those planes probably charge that eye, because every time they say that about the plane, then the category always goes up one.
Gotcha.
That's insane, dude. That is so
just
insane.
Weird shit that I pay attention to. I don't even watch the news, but I hear it because my mother has it on like 24/7.
Listen, Mike, you woke me up. You definitely woke me up since I met you. Roger and Mikey started it. They started waking me up like last year, and then Mike really just put the nail in the coffin because.
Well, I mean, it's you're new to it too. So like now, let me ask you this: when you're sitting here and like just realizing what the fuck's going on, and you're really like looking at things now, and like it all started like I showed you a stupid Titanic video or something. I don't know. I always start people off like something crazy like that.
Yeah.
And then I'll slowly work it in there. But like when you start to see some of the stuff, you're like, damn, how was I so blind to it for so long?
Yeah. And then you
No.
put two and two together, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
it grows, and then it
Right.
grows, and then it grows. Like,
Yeah.
if you're ever bored, go down the rabbit hole, and next thing you know, it's 5 a.m.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's
So-
my mom was worried. She's like, because I've been talking to her a lot about all this stuff. She's like, you're gonna just turn crazy, and she's like, you're gonna go nuts, drive yourself nuts. I'm like, Mom, I'm like opening my mind and opening my brain and just seeing things more, and I'm just actually more aware. Like that's all. I'm like, I'm not crazy. I'm like,
But-
nobody wants to believe this shit, whatever. I don't give a shit, but honestly, I'm smarter because of it. I have a little more street smarts. Like, it is what it is.
You kind of
and you see things clearly when you're driving down the road or walking or going somewhere, and you see these things that we talk about, and you're just like, holy shit.
I'd say everybody's like, you watch too much news, you watch too much crazy. I'm like, I actually see it with my own eyes. So I don't, whether it is those weird clouds in the sky or whether it's illegals that are fucking causing havoc out on the streets. Like, I see it with my own eyes. I don't, and I don't give a shit. I don't have to watch the news to see it. So it's the way it is.
Or when they're playing tic-tac-toe in the sky on a nice day, just to fuck with you a little bit, and that stuff, maybe we get sprayed heavy down here. I mean, it's unreal, right? And people are like, contrails. Well, that's because you're insect. Shut up. Like, you don't know shit. That's Florida, man. Trailer parks, But it's just crazy to see. Like, I sent a picture to Anthony the other morning where they're literally spraying in front of the sun, like literally blocking the sun out.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it all the time down here, so it's easy to show them. But I've showed them the checkerboards. I've showed them the tic-tac-toe marks in the sky.
He just got chemtrailed, man. I can't see him no more. Blocked out the sun.
Let's give our sponsors a quick shout out. We'll be right back. Let's take a short break, guys.
All right.
Hey, Mikey, you know anybody does any roofing?
Actually, I do, Raj.
Who you got for me, man?
Dude named Tom Murphy did my boss's roof. Actually does hands-on work.
Gets right up there on the roof, huh? The owner of the
Yeah, he
company?
does. Knows his shit, too.
That's awesome, man. Is this Thomas Paul Construction?
Yep, that's him.
Man, I heard nothing but good things about them. I'm actually on their Facebook page right now looking up some things. The pictures, the aerial view, they're really cool. He gets up there with the drone. You can see the before and afters of some of the work they've done. Go check them out on Facebook. They're a new sponsor here, the Upstate Golf Guys. So make sure you guys go support Thomas Paul Construction, roofing and siding. Thomas Paul Construction LLC is a full-service construction company who specializes in roofing and siding, covering the greater capital region. You can reach them at 518-308-6794. Once again, 518-308-6794. And make sure to go check out their Facebook page, see some pictures of what they've done in the past, and let them know the Upstate Golf Guys sent you.
Hey there, golfers. Before we dive back into the podcast, I want to take a quick moment to talk about someone who's got your back both on and off the course. Jared Lozier with the Northeastern Insurance Agency. Whether you're running a golf business, managing a pro shop, or just looking to protect what matters most in your personal life, Jared and his team at Northeastern Insurance have you covered. From business insurance to personal policies, they'll help you find the right coverage at the best value. Here's a pro tip for all you golfers out there. Make sure your golf clubs are protected too. Jared can help you add them to your home or personal articles policy so you're covered in case of loss, theft, or damage. Because let's face it, replacing your favorite driver isn't cheap. So next time you're looking to upgrade your coverage or need expert advice, give Jared Lozier a call at 518-956-3753 or shoot him an email at jaredl@nemail.com.
So, Roger, we have some plans in February, don't we, buddy? February 8th, February 9th. What's the day?
February 9th.
Let's go, baby. We are going to, I'm super excited for this, Mike. We're going to see our boy Sam Tripoli live because he's a stand-up comic too. Absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. So we're going to take the road trip out there. And Raj, how many times have you seen him? A few now?
Oh, man. One, it was Buffalo, Toga, Jersey, and then twice in Connecticut. So 5 times.
So what do I have to expect? I mean, what am I?
You don't.
laugh my ball. I don't know what to expect.
You don't know what to expect, bro. He's wild, man. He's an old school comic dude where he doesn't hold back. Hopefully, I believe Eddie Bravo's coming with him. I know XG's coming with him.
Nice.
There's a possibility of doing a live recording with XG as well. So from the hotel for the pitch putt and puff. So that'd be pretty dope. I'm either gonna try to get him on before or possibility of doing it down there. So we'll see what happens.
That would
that'd be huge.
That'd be pretty dope. That'd be pretty
That
dope.
would be dope.
Yeah.
I'll
Like,
be tuning in.
It's crazy. Like he sent me a video today, matter of fact. I'll send it to you guys on Instagram. But of like someone, so after the whole New Orleans shit, when the guy, like the aftermath of someone, when the guy rode down the road, and he has footage of like the people, like it's bad, dude. It's like kind of fucked up that someone took a video of it, but at like the same time, it's like I think like certain people like need to see this is real life shit. Like this isn't like this is what's really happening. Like this is what we're allowing by having like just what's going on. Like we got to cut this. This has to become to an end. Like enough is enough, bro. It's fucking wild.
So Raj had XG on his podcast like early on. That was
I wasn't even doing video yet.
No, I know. You should get him back on as a video. You should. I mean, you're gonna try to do it.
That's the plan.
No, absolutely. No, I mean, that's awesome because that was way back too when you were just getting into it. So I want to.
When I listened to him with Joe Rogan, I thought he was hilarious.
Isn't he? He's great.
Yeah, dude. When he said, "I got a metabolism like a dead person," dude, I died laughing, dude. I almost crashed my car. I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, he's really funny.
Tripoli's, dude. He's a risk taker, man. He had one comedian or podcast. I think he's a podcaster. Was talking shit about like his daughter had to wear like the helmet when she was first born, and like this dude made some really terrible comments. And when he went to do stand up in that guy's town, Tripoli deadass showed up at Homeboy's front door. Like bang, bang, bang! I'm here, mother effer. Like was ready to go, man.
Really
gangster shit, like old school, like what you don't see no more. And of course, the guy never opened the door and everything else. But yeah,
I'm a big fan. And
he's cool. I like him.
People hear probably Tinfoil podcast, and they're like, "You guys listen to that?" Like, he's not. It's not like this crazy, outrageous. It's like real shit. It's real stories. It's history. He has some amazing guests on. The dude knows what he's talking about. These people are smart. Like I said last night, I think anybody should go listen to that podcast. I think he's in the top 50 in the nation for podcasts, right, Roger?
He's been in the top 100 for the past like 5 years. The top 100 in podcasts for comedy, and they consider it comedy because he's a comedian. But dude, that's hard to do. Think about how many podcasts are out there, how many comedians are out there. Your Joey Diaz, your Chris DiStefano's, your Chris D'Elia's. I mean, Theo Vaughn's. You got all these guys doing everybody. Every comedian does a podcast. Matt Rife, all of them do podcasts.
Cat Williams got to be number one.
Yeah, like Kevin Hart, like they all have podcasts. Like
probably, yeah.
You know,
wow.
So
that's definitely an accomplishment. Really cool, man. Really cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah, gonna be a lot of fun. Mike,
gonna be dope.
Mike, I know you're golfing tomorrow, brother. Where are you playing? What's the story?
I'm putting those Lombardi tees down at Black Diamond Ranch. It's a private course.
Oh snap! Let's go.
Yeah, we got a tournament there. We do club work for them, so they help us out. So we get to go play the brand new. They just dropped 10 million into what they call the ranch course.
Light
they
work.
They have two actually.
Pocket change. They call that pocket change.
Yeah, down there they call that pocket.
Yeah, that's pocket change.
Shake the couch out.
Make sure you take a picture of the tee down there and give Lombardi and Upstate a shout out when you're down there.
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely, absolutely.
You always
when I stripe it down one, baby, I can't wait.
Hell yeah, man! And I appreciate who is supporting us and buying some merch. Who am I getting some stuff for? Your boss or?
Yeah, my boss, and then remember my military vet buddy I told you about. I actually gave him the extra large because he's always there. He's always helping out. He's fucking cool. You know, retired Air Force vet.
Nice.
And then my boss, and then he's joining the back into the tour this year. So he brought a bunch of our guys into the tour this year, and he's in. We're gonna do a sponsorship probably, but
Nice man.
yeah,
Nice.
she's awesome.
That's great.
She's awesome. Her name's Sue Dingman, so she's cool as hell.
Sweet, dude. And I know Raj is coming down there in the near future. Is he gonna maybe meet up with you and
Yeah, we'll
say
figure
what
it
up?
out.
Oh
I
yeah,
gotta
for sure. Oh,
bro,
for sure. I
we
already
got
told him.
we got the calendar over here, and I'm looking at it, and like it's planned out to the minute. So I got to figure out a time to where I can break off of one of these rest days for a couple hours and meet up with Mike for sure.
You'll be good, man. You'll be good. You're not gonna.
Yeah, if you do it, if it's on a Wednesday afternoon or Sunday, I'll just drive to Orlando.
We'll figure something out, man. We'll figure it out.
There you go. There you go.
I don't
You'll
mind, brother.
I'm down there for the week, so
I'll tell you what, Raj. You will need it. You
Just
definitely.
bro, you already know.
keep your eyes peeled for all the satanic shit in Disney.
Bro, you already know. Yeah, Disney's another one. I don't. Yeah, are you trying to wrap up?
No.
Okay.
You talk forever, dude.
So it's so crazy. Like, and this is what I was kind of saying to you before too. Like now that you're awake to some shit and you realize like all the symbolism in Disney and music and movies, like all that shit, bro. It like ruins so much shit, dude. It does.
Yeah,
You look
dude,
at it and it's like, damn, man, look what I'm watching. Like Monsters Inc. Go watch Monsters Inc. You look at that motherfucking movie a different way for sure.
yeah, especially when you see like all the adrenochrome codes in the doors and
Yeah, man.
on the license plates and the movie Cars. Like, come on now.
They're putting all the hidden symbols in there.
Everything. There's
all
so
day.
much. And like we're
Subliminal
thinking,
messages.
and you're
Oh.
thinking, haha, because like the cover of Aladdin had like the penis and the flowers, or like it said sex in the clouds and Little Mermaid and all that shit.
We'll go back to there's always somebody fucking dying. Always
But
somebody dying.
yeah, there's always someone getting fucking whacked. The boat sinking and frozen.
Always.
The Bambi's mom gets shot. The grandmother dies in Moana. I mean, the Toy Story is the only one where except the toys getting blown up. Like even that, like there's death, and all these kids movies, man. Like why? What?
Seriously.
And you don't realize it until you sit there as a parent and you're watching it. I'm like, yo, why do I don't have to want to explain to my 4-year-old why where Elsa's parents went. The boat sank.
Happy shit. Give me some happy shit.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's a very depressing movie.
It's wild, bro. And then even like when you watch like Toy Story 3, the toys are about to go into the incinerator I'm sitting there getting ready to cry, and I'm like, damn, the toys are about to go out. But my kid's over here bawling their eyes out. But I'm like, why does a kid have to be faced with that in life? You know what I mean? Yes, it's part of life, 100%. But like a parent should be able to tell it in their own way, opposed to in a fucking cartoon.
Yeah, like Lion King, you know, where they literally show murder on the TV. And the next thing you know, there's a puff of cloud up in the air and it says sex. You know, it's like
right.
No doubt, man. So Mike was we were chatting before. We're gonna change the subject again. He was talking about, just because we were talking about this last night in controlled opposition and all that, he was listening to the Rogan podcast. We should have brought this up when we were talking about food earlier.
Yeah.
He had a really good point. Go ahead, Florida Mike. Listen, he does have a point, Raj.
Let me hear it.
Oh, he's talking. Talking about.
They were talking back and forth, and like I told him that like sometimes I have to listen to the podcast a few times, especially when they talk about a lot of stuff, you know. And they got on the subject of food. Now, I was actually quite surprised because I didn't catch it the first time, but Joe Rogan's actually in favor of lab meat.
Huh.
Like he was like, why not? And I told him, I said, he made a good point. But I've always been thinking this, like he said, eventually we're going to run out of food because there's just too many people, not enough food. He's, you know, and he makes a good point. Like how many grocery stores are in the United States, or how many stores sell bacon and pork chops? Like, where does this stuff come from? Like they've made lab meat for years.
Right.
You know, and let's not, you know, and we won't get into the hot dogs and
Sure.
bologna and like all that, but they've been doing it for years, and now they're just telling us. They do that all the time. They have tech out that they're doing 20 years ago, and then finally they tell us one day, hey, look, we've discovered this. Or no, you've had it. So, but yeah, I was kind of shocked he was in favor of lab meat because it's not real. Eventually it's not real. Like you can only take so many skin cells from a cow or blood or whatever they do, and then make meat. So
It just sounds terrible to me. It just sounds gross. I don't know.
well, I mean, it sounds terrible, and they can put anything they want in it.
Have you
They
ever
can put
tried it?
anything they want in it.
I'm curious. Have you ever tried it? Like being in the food business, restaurant business? I never. Knowing it's fake meat.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't eat Walmart shit. I don't eat like any meats like that. I have one place we get meat from, or local butcher. But in the food industry, yeah, like the chicken is ridiculous. We've had to stop getting chicken a couple times because I'll literally open a bag of chicken, not frozen, fresh off the truck, open the bag of chicken, and you look down at it, and they got a couple real ones in there, and then there's the fake one. And it literally starts falling apart, and it looks like spaghetti noodles.
Yeah.
Like string cheese.
Ugh.
I've seen videos of that.
I've cooked for 20 years. Chicken don't do that.
Yeah.
Chicken don't do that.
Yeah.
Chicken
You can't go to Walmart. You can't go to Walmart and get meat. Dude.
Yeah. And the way they I don't know. People are gonna call me weird. They already do, but a fake piece of chicken that's finally going bad smells different than real chicken going bad. There's just a different smell.
Okay.
You ever see even the McDonald's when there's some guys allegedly they found the McDonald's food in the wall or something like that, and it was like 20 years old and it looked like it was fucking bought yesterday.
Ugh.
Yeah. And did you see Burger King's comeback commercial to that where they show one of their Whoppers aging, and as it ages, the lettuce wilts, and then all of a sudden it starts growing mold? I'm like, man, that's CGI. You fake eating, man.
Absolutely.
All of them.
They're all the same.
All of it.
Oh, trash.
I honestly haven't eaten any of that shit in over 12 years.
Yeah. I don't do
Can't do it.
McDonald's. I'll eat Burger King, but I can't do McDonald's. Man.
It gets me sick every time. It gets me sick every time. I don't know.
Every time.
Every time. It's all
That's
fake.
what happened. It was literally, I was going to hang out with my wife back before we were first dating way back in the day. And me and the homie stopped and smoked and went to McDonald's, and I ate a 6-piece chicken nugget, dude. That's all I got was a 6-piece nugget. We drove down the street, and I was told my buddy, I was like, yo, you got to pull over, bro. I couldn't even stand up. I got food poisoning so bad. I had to go home.
Yeah.
Bro, it was bad. She thought I ditched her. I was like, nah, literally, I'm sick. You can call my mother. I'm at my house right now. It was bad.
It's terrible. Okay, so I got a story for you. So when I was in high school, I worked at Taco Bell.
That's another one I haven't eaten in 30 years.
Dude, I haven't eaten at Taco Bell since I worked there, dude. So you walk in, right? You're doing the truck, you grab the box of beef, the taco meat.
Beef.
Yeah.
Right. It's frozen solid. It's already mushed already,
Ugh.
And right on the box it says grade F.
Ugh.
That's worse than dog food. If anybody doesn't know the grading system, that's worse than dog food.
That's fucking wild, bro.
And and it's the steak, the chicken, right? You pull it out of the box, and we got had these big pots of water, and you just put the bag and everything all in the water, and you put on a timer, let it boil in there, and then you cut it, and it's just split. I don't know.
So bad.
Dude. Man,
That's
and when
why
I
don't eat those places, man.
yeah, 39-cent tacos. That's how long it was when I worked there. 39-cent taco or 29-cent tacos.
Is
Dude,
it's true?
six and a half.
Are we one of the most unhealthy countries out there?
Absolutely.
Oh,
dude.
by a large margin.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
By a large margin.
So sick.
That's when people in Italians, when people go to Italy and shit, dude, they're like, oh, they ate 3-4 slices of pizza and oh, we don't feel all bloated because they don't put all the same shit in their dough and everything else that we do and all that.
They put a third of what we put in our shit.
Yeah, you don't
Yup,
need
Like,
half the shit.
and here's a little like education for people, some people that don't know, and like RFK pointed it out also, is that the same factory that's in the United States that makes cereal for the UK is the same company and
Mhm.
factory that makes our cereal.
Yeah, but we just
So
add
why
the shit
do you-
to it.
Yeah, because they want to make everybody dumber. They want to give kids ADHD. They want to give kids, I mean,
Because then it comes down to the pharmaceutical companies, the Pfizer's, the Moderna's, the ones you see all over TV, taking
Yeah.
over, taking control, and then it goes back to the top three families of the fucking the BlackRock, the State
Holly
Street,
Vanguard.
and the Vanguard.
Yep. I really wanted Hollywood on with us because he was it was so funny because we were talking about the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds earlier, and he's like they're still around. It's just those guys. He's like, it's the BlackRock Vanguard, and he said it's just them now. He goes, they're the top of the totem pole, and they might be related one way or the other through the bloodlines, but
They're all related, dude. These
They're
are the
all
same
related.
people.
That's the only way. That's the only way you stay in power is if it's with the same bloodline. You
Yep.
just split them up. When the kids get older, you make a new family. Then you got 5 families. Then you got 6 families.
so crazy.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I want to give. I forgot last night. I got to give Lombardi a shout out here. We never did that last night. I have a new Lombardi commercial coming. Hollywood's gonna do it for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because we have some really awesome new stuff coming out for 2000.
What's he got? Let's hear about it.
Well, this isn't the this is the old commercial. He's got
Fuck?
this is the one that everybody's heard, but the new one, he's gonna have the Black Star, the Sapphire, a lot of center shaft.
Yo,
I did see him drain a 40-footer one-handed earlier today.
He's
I didn't watch.
He's a maniac.
Let
But,
me give him a shout out real quick. Ant. I
right,
asked him to help out a past guest I had on with a giveaway, right? And within, I'm not even kidding. Like I sent the message, and like I didn't even get to close the message out. He goes, "Let's make it happen." Like so, shout out Uncle Paulie for helping me out on that one for sure.
Good.
Awesome.
I'm happy that happened. Love it. Yeah, shout out Uncle Paulie. He's really helping us out, doing big things down there in New Orleans, and he actually, speaking of New Orleans, he messaged me first thing that morning. He was like telling me about the terrorist attack, and he was really actually upset about it because it was his backyard. And I just said, hey, listen, everybody's in my prayers up here in New York, and we love you.
It's terrible, man.
Yeah, that's terrible.
For sure. But yeah, we're gonna run this old Lombardi commercial for my guy. But keep an ear out for our new one coming in the near future.
No.
Find your perfect putter and join the Lombardi family. Whether you have lead hands, the face on the TC PL22 takes the speed off the ball at impact. Or are you the type that leave putt short? You can try the PC308. It has the weight you need to make it to the hole. You will find that Lombardi has something special for everyone's particular putting stroke. The 1985 is not only the most affordable club, but is the most beautiful. With a sharp red zinc alloy head and a steepless shaft. The Nassau 66 is one of the best-selling mallets on the market. It has a clean straight line finish to help guide your eye through the ball, straight to the target line. The head with a clean black mallet finish and a 60-gram mate shaft and a Lombardi 3.0 crown grip. You want a custom logo? Lee over at Wedge FX has you covered. But if you want to spend a little more money and make some magic happen, try out the new Diamond Mallet Putter. It's an absolute gem. This is a one-of-a-kind design and is available in the Lombardi Custom Shop. This head is made from a futuristic, top-secret metal. It has the center shaft, which prevents pushes and pulls, and it is by far the most forgiving putter in the Lombardi Custom family. Head over to lombardigolf.com and use Upstate at checkout for a hefty discount, or reach out to the Upstate Golf Guys as we are local representatives for Lombardi Golf.
Yo, I got a question. Let me ask you what's the top secret? You don't know anything about this top secret metal Uncle Paulie's got? I heard there's a
It's a mix of like aluminum and fucking.
Is it something they made at Area 51 or S4?
No,
What do you got shades on, man? Future's bright. You got the
shout out.
shades on?
I was just wanted to give my man a shout out, Marty McDangle.
Oh shit, Marty.
I haven't talked to him in a while, and I turned around and I seen the shades, and I said I got to give my guy a shout out. I know he's doing his thing right now because it's hockey season, and he's a hockey coach with the kids. So
I know. I actually hit him up one day. I was like, "Yo, man, hope everything's good. You haven't posted in a couple of days." He goes, "No, man, everything's great. I just been doing the hockey thing." I'm like, "All right."
yeah, he's nonstop. He's a maniac, but I love the guy. Means well.
Putting through the snow and shit.
We'll get him back on here one of these days. But all right, guys, I want to close things out. I'm glad that we did a second episode here because we just had a lot to talk about. There was some shit left on the table. I think
we're still leaving a lot on the table, man.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, the table could be long.
Well, again, we're gonna maybe do that 3 Dirty Rabbits. So maybe that's coming soon. But I want all my listeners just to go and listen to this Sean Ryan podcast with Sam SHOEMATE, and then listen to the one with Sarah Adams. Like, you all just need to do this, and shoot me a message after you listen to it because I'm curious your thoughts. Some scary shit, man. But
yeah, and any information is literally right at your fingertips.
Sure
Just
is.
ask the internet questions, and you will get them.
And I read all the patents off for you guys. So if you want to write in those U.S. patents for those weather modifications, it's we're not lying. It's real. So
just look up.
That's it. All right,
Yeah,
guys.
for real.
Yeah.
Have a good night. We appreciate everybody for tuning in to another episode of the Upstate Golf Guys podcast.